Good morning. Good morning. Ugh, so irritated. Uh, Good morning. Sorry I'm late. I have had a frustrating morning. Tried to style my bangs, so I curled them backwards and it made me look like even more of a little page boy, but I wanted like a sort of Farrah Fawcett. So this weekend, I cut my bangs on the 31 Nights of Halloween. If you haven't seen it, you can scroll down my page and there is a playlist of the 31 Nights of Halloween. I am not going to do it anymore because it is more burdensome than I had set it out to be. And I really just want to connect with my loved ones. And it was causing me to be obligated to be on YouTube. But I did cut my hair this weekend and I broke it up, my bangs, into two sections. And this is where I would do things differently if you follow that video. I would keep the smaller section like this, and then there's a top section that I cut to match this, but I would actually make it like go down here, like the fringe, right? So I have to wait until it grows out, but for the time being, it is a little weird sometimes, but I tried to style them. Lesson learned. I cannot style them back. I'll have to do a curtain style where I flip it out Farrah Fawcett. So the top half, the bottom half would be the bangs, and then the top half that are still part of the bangs. So split them in two. The top half would be Farrah Fawcett. So tomorrow, hopefully, my bangs will be better, but they are really irritating me in this video. I know no one else cares about it, but I do. Also irritated because my dog escaped. I had to go looking for her, and none of my other roommates put out the trash, so I had to do it because the roommate who usually does the trash puts it out, and I'm happy to do it. It's just annoying that I have to be the one, and other roommates are not stepping up to the plate. Also, fighting with my other roommate this morning over bathroom stuff, trying to style my hair in the bathroom, and anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't want to cloud your Monday, your day of the week, with my routine drama. Hopefully, hopefully I will get it. But I wanted to show you guys my Astro log. So, gotta sneeze. If you look up at the light, then it helps you sneeze. Let me first. Still. See, I want it to flip out. It's flipping under. Ah! Ah! Annoying. Ugh. I just look so crazy. I don't like it. I'm managing my bangs. A whole long story, but I wanted to show you guys my astro log. So I've been keeping a journal of the planetary transits and what's been in the news for a while. And then I'll also keep track of my feelings during that day. And I have really liked this system. I'm going to try to show you pages that aren't too personal, but here we go. So let me show you. So this is the astrolog for 2019 and 2020. And let's see if I can go to a random page. This one is okay. Okay, so if you look, I will put the sun in whatever sign it is, the moon in whatever sign it is, Mercury, Venus, and Mars, because those are all our personal planets. Sun, moon, Mercury, Venus, and Mars are our personal planets. So if I can just look at this at a glance, it's not going to show me a natal chart or anything, but it will show me just at a glance what each planet is stationed in so that I can sort of gauge how it's going to affect my day based on where I know my placements are. And I also put the whatever is in retrograde. So if you'll see, we have Jupiter in Sag, Saturn in Capricorn, Pluto in Capricorn, Neptune in Pisces. And I'll put the date at the top. For a while, I forgot I was doing this. But for a while, I was putting gray as air, like being in the sun of an air sign. And then blue is a water sign, green is an earth sign, and red is a fire sign. And then I will go through the headlines. I usually, what am I saying usually? I always get these headlines from Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report. Now it's like the Quarantine Report or whatever. But they're left-leaning for sure. They're progressive, but they aren't, if you just listen to the headlines, it's not as, it doesn't have as much punditry. It has a little bit of punditry, but not a whole lot. So I like to get my headlines from those sources. And I used to have a more intricate system that I can't even remember what these meant. But basically it was, I would highlight what most other news stations broadcasted, right? So, like what's common in the news. And then I think the red was like whenever I was still watching the Young Turks. I do not watch the Young Turks anymore. I think they are heavily biased, unethical. They have started being unethical, and they lie. They lie and they misrepresent, yeah, a lot of people. It was when they, like, betrayed Warren that I was like, okay, I'm not gonna watch you anymore. But anyway, so, and gotta say it, I know Jank has a soft spot for Warren, but the way Anna just ran a progressive woman's name into the ground, it's not ethical. And they weren't really giving us all of the news and all of the perspective whenever they could have, because they could have had Ashley Marie Preston on to give the perspective of Warren, but no, it was just one-sided. Anyway, enough of that. So, that is, let me see if I have anything personal over here that would embarrass me. I don't think so. So on the other side, so when you flip it, sorry, I'm still like paranoid that I'm going to show you some sort of private thing. In the morning, I will write down my dream or my feeling of the morning. So like today, for instance, I would say that I woke up annoyed that I had to take the trash out, and that my alarm didn't go off. Like I had mentioned before to you guys, that the light, the alarm that mimics the sunrise is still not working. I made sure to set it last night, and I still woke up an hour later than I was supposed to. So I put my shower on. Ooh, that is not information that I should have. Let's find another page. Boop, boop, boop. Let me find another example for you guys, even though I don't think, what is going on? It was just client information that, like, wanted to respect. Irritating. Let me see. I'll just show you this as an example. So in the morning, I will write my feelings and just a general gauge on the day. First thing in the morning. So that's usually like dream journal or just my feelings. I will stop talking about how irritated I am today and just tell you that this is just random thought, like a random journal in the morning. But a short little one, right? It's just a short little, like, I had a dream about blah, 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 blah. Or I woke up feeling great, which I usually do on Mondays, but that's okay. Let's continue. So this little thing is it gauges my feelings, my emotions, and if you look, where are you? If you look over here, so I will say, I will do it 3 times a day, the AM, noon, and PM. And I'll usually try to get some sort of, like, name the emotion. So, woke up annoyed. In the noontime, I felt quick-witted. So, I felt pretty good. And then at night, there was some sort of setback. And so what does this what do these quadrants mean? What does this system mean? So basically what I do is, this is 1 in this quadrant. This is 2, 3, and 4. So each time I put a dot, there's 2 3s, right? And there's 1, 2. And I'll add those up and then average them. So the best case scenario is 4, and the worst case scenario is 1. So this is like severely depressed, and this is like ecstatic, happy. So how do I gauge that? Going up, this is how intense my emotion feels versus how, like, less intensity, right? So, yeah, less intensity and then more intense. So it's like, if I'm down here, then I feel bad, but it's not the end of the world. If I'm up here and I'm over here, then I feel bad, but it's like really intense and depressive, like mood spirals, right? If I am right here, then I'm feeling good, but it's not like over the moon good. But if I'm up here, then it's over the moon good. So this is intensity. This scale is intensity. And then from here to here, this is happy, sad. So happy and then sad, or bad, mad. Bad feelings, good feelings. Intensity. Intensity is vertical, and then the good feelings, bad feelings are on the horizontal. And then because I am still a child, I need reinforcement. So what I was doing that I haven't been doing lately is getting myself a little sticker to tell myself that I did a good job at keeping the Astro log intact, right? And I am a gold star person. I like those gold stars. So if you can do that for yourself, then it can help with maintaining these routines. Some people keep a bullet journal. This is as close as I have to a bullet journal, but I would still, like, there's so much organization that I want to, like, master in my life, that this is just like one little step. So back to the journal. So this section right here, this would be more like a diary, and this is more like a journal. So what do I mean by diary versus journal? This section is just a log of what I did that day. It's pretty boring, but it's nice to, we usually keep notes of to-do lists, like what we're supposed to be doing, but like we very rarely, and you can like gauge how much you have achieved by crossing it off. But I found what's really helpful for me is to keep a log of what all I have achieved throughout the day. Uh, it just helps me feel more accomplished, right? So if you track, like, I wrote 10 pages of screenplay today. I read this book. I exercised. I did this. Then you can look back at it on like all of this and feel good about yourself, right? And then in the evening, I like to write sort of a journal entry here. This is sort of open-ended, but my intention usually um, is to write more of a feeling, speculative predictions, just sort of my mood of the day, right? What I learned that day and sort of that journey. Sometimes I will have tarot prompt me on those sections, but I haven't done that in a long time. I found that just free association. Ooh, about to sneeze again. Okay, I'm not going to sneeze. Free association is very helpful in this case. Also want to show you something. Let's do... Let me try to find something. I don't want to show you like something private of mine. Sometimes about the news, especially especially with the leader we have now. See, this freaking, it should curl out this way. Curtain. I'm annoyed. Okay. I will fix it tomorrow. Sometimes the headlines bleed over into the next day. So what I do in that case is I'll put the date continued and then, do the next date. But in today's news cycle, it like bleeds over into a lot of pages. So I am kind of looking forward to the day when it does not do that. I also want to say that sometimes I don't always stay on top of it because I'm human, And so for those cases, I usually just use the pages that I haven't filled as like just random notes, right? So what else do I want to say about my Astro log? I used to include Post-its of my eating habits, my exercise habits, and I might do that again, but right now it's kind of a beast to keep on top of all the news headlines. I might even edit that in some way, like amend that in some way. One thing that I have loved to include in this bullet journal style of astrology is I have included the moon cycles, and this has really helped me. I've highlighted the full moons and the new moons, and then I'll put the sign, the day of the week, and then the day of the month. See, we have September, October, November. This is going to be my fall moons. This was a moon thing that when was this even? I think, it was July. So I had more hopes for filling out July, the month of July, but I did not get to that. But anyway, this has been really helpful at a glance to just see when the moon is in what phase. And with my bullet journal, the intention is to look at the transits, like I said, Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, and Mars, your personal planets. And as I track my feelings in the morning, and throughout the day, as I track my accomplishments, as I track my feelings at the end of the day, my intention is to compare those, like as it relates to the astrology, right? So if I'm feeling extra angry, then I can look at the astrology and think, oh, it must be because Mars is in Aries. If I, stuff like that. Also, it's not gonna happen. Also, as far as the news goes, I can compare it that way too. I can say, well, Saturn was in retrograde, so around that time, this was what was happening, right? And I'll show you that I don't always keep up with it. I want to get better at it, but I don't always keep up with it. And we have May 2019, June, July, so I was doing pretty good there. And then for like a year, I fell off the wagon. And then now we have June 2020, and now I didn't do July or August. And then now I did September, all right, but could have been better. And then now we're going into October. But I have really liked this system. I have seriously considered paying someone Fiverr style to help me develop a special like journal printable for this exact type of record keeping for me to sell or give away on Patreon. But you need money to pay for that Fiverr person. Unless there's some artist who wants to like help me. Some artist friend that I have who wants to help me. I don't know. But yeah, that's my system. And if you resonated with that system, then let me know how it works for you. But I've really liked it. It's been a really good thing for me. Like I said, I don't always keep the best records, and I want to get better at it. But when I do keep them, then it helps me really see how the stars affect things down on Earth, right? So yeah, let me know if you like that, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.